The crystalline spires of Station Meridian 7 reflected the light of 3 suns, casting prismatic shadows across the trading district. In the corner of Plaza Commerce, a scene unfolded that most passers-by deliberately ignored. The Drakari mother's scales had lost their luster. Dulled by malnutrition and desperation, her membranous wings hung limp against her serpentine body as she knelt before Administrator Vexter, a corpulent centauri whose multiple arms gestured dismissively. "Please," she rasped, her voice crackling with the remnants of what once could have been fire. "I only need my wages. My children haven't eaten in 4 cycles. I worked the full rotation in the waste processes. You promised payment." Vexter's compound eyes glittered with contempt. The work was unsatisfactory. Dracaria meant for heavy labor, not delicate tasks. No payment. Anna watched from her position at the nearby fruit vendor's stall, her jaw tightening. The human geologist had been on Meridian 7 for 3 months, studying the mineral deposits in the station's asteroid field. She'd seen enough of the station's casual cruelty to know this was standard operating procedure for certain administrators. The Dragon Mother's claws scraped against the metal flooring as she tried to rise. "I have witnesses. The work was completed perfectly. The contracts mean nothing when you can't read them properly." Vexter interrupted his vocoder, translating his words into cold, mechanical galactic standard. "Now leave before I have security remove you and report you to child services for neglect." The threat made the Drakari freeze. In galactic society, having one's offspring taken by the state was a fate worse than death. Anna felt something hot and familiar rise in her chest, the same feeling that had gotten her into trouble back on Earth, the same feeling that made humans simultaneously feared and reluctantly respected across the galaxy. She stepped forward. "How much does she owe you?" Anna asked, her voice cutting through the plaza's ambient noise. Vexter rotated 2 of his eyes toward her. "This doesn't concern humans. Geologist, return to your rock samples." "How much does she owe you?" Anna repeated each word precisely enunciated. The administrator's mandibles clicked in annoyance. "She owes nothing. She is owed nothing. The matter is closed." Anna pulled up her wrist terminal, accessing her account. "Let me rephrase. How much were you supposed to pay her?" 200 credits, the Dragon Mother whispered, hope flickering in her golden eyes. "Fine." Anna's fingers danced across the holographic interface. "I'm transferring 400 credits to your account right now." The Drakari's eyes widened. I cannot accept charity." "It's not charity. It's a signing bonus." Anna looked directly at the Dragon Mother. "I need an assistant for my geological surveys. Someone who can handle extreme temperatures and navigate tight spaces. Drakari physiology makes you perfect for the job. 200 credits now, and 400 per week after." Jack's voice crackled over Anna's kumbeed. "Anna, what are you doing? We don't have authorization for additional personnel." Her human colleague was right, of course. Jack was always right about regulations and protocols. That's what made them such an effective team. She was the chaos. He was the order. But right now, she needed him to trust her instincts. "Watch and learn, Jack," she murmured into the com. Vexter's skin rippled with color changes indicating agitation. "You cannot simply hire station workers without proper clearance. There are procedures, are there?" Anna pulled up another screen on her terminal. "Because according to Galactic Labor Law, Article 47, Section 12, any contracted worker who completes their assigned tasks is entitled to full payment within 1 standard cycle. Failure to pay constitutes labor trafficking, which carries a minimum sentence of 20 years in a penal colony." The plaza had grown quiet. Other species stopped their trading to watch the human challenge a stationed administrator. "Furthermore," Anna continued, her voice carrying across the space, "withholding wages through contract manipulation is explicitly prohibited under the Sentient Rights Convention, which, if I recall correctly, Station Meridian 7 is a signatory of. Shall I contact the Galactic Arbitration Council? I believe humans have a particularly good relationship with them lately." It was a bluff. Partially, humans had indeed gained favor with the Council after mediating the Celtoprixian dispute. But Anna had no direct line to them. What she did have was the reputation of her species, stubborn, unpredictable, and annoyingly persistent about concepts like fairness and justice. Vexter's multiple arms twitched. The galaxy had learned that humans, despite being relative newcomers, had an irritating tendency to make problems escalate in wildly unpredictable ways. They also had an unsettling habit of actually following through on their threats. "The matter was a simple misunderstanding," Vexter said finally, his vocoder straining to maintain its neutral tone. "I will process the payment immediately." "Do that," Anna replied. "And I'll still be hiring her. My authorization is under Earth Geological Survey, Independent Contract 7749B. We're allowed to hire local specialists as needed. Check your records." Jack's voice came through her come again, this time with a hint of amusement. "Anna, there's no such clause in our contract." "There is now," she whispered. "I'm counting on you to make it happen. Jack, you're the paperwork genius." There was a pause, then Jack's resigned sigh. "I'll have the documentation ready in an hour. You're going to owe me for this. Add it to my tab." The Dragon Mother stood slowly, her legs trembling. Within minutes her terminal pinged with the incoming payment. Tears formed in her golden eyes, evaporating into steam before they could fall. "Why?" she asked Anna. "Humans are known for their contracts and trade. This benefits you nothing." Anna smiled, thinking of her own mother working 3 jobs to feed her and her siblings, thinking of every person who'd ever been cheated by those with power. "Where I come from, we have a saying, all that is necessary for evil to triumph is for good people to do nothing besides." She extended her hand for a formal handshake. "I really do need someone who can handle the thermal vents in Sector 9. Can you start tomorrow?" The Drakari's claws gently grasped Anna's hand. "My name is S, and yes, I can start immediately." As the crowd dispersed and commerce resumed, Jack finally appeared in person, a datapad in hand and an exasperated expression on his face. "You know you're going to be legendary for this, right? Human disrupts station hierarchy to enforce labor laws. It'll be all over the extranet by evening." Anna grinned. "Good, maybe next time they'll think twice before cheating someone out of their wages." Jack shook his head but couldn't suppress his own smile. "Humanity, F*******, yeah, I guess." "Damn right," Anna replied. Behind them, Shkara stood taller, her scales already beginning to regain some of their luster. She had work, she had wages, her children would eat, and somewhere in the vast tapestry of galactic civilization, another species learned what the rest was slowly discovering. Humans might be new to the stars, but they brought something ancient with them, an infuriating, beautiful, dangerous insistence that everyone deserved dignity, even when it was inconvenient, especially when it was inconvenient.